Let's talk about how words are really important. So first of all, you need to understand that the first thing somebody sees in you is your face, your body, okay? When you step in front of somebody and they are noticing you for the first time is your body, the way you physically appear, right? But the second and more important introduction is your words, the words that you choose, the way you use your entire body to communicate with. It's not just your mouth talking. It's your entire body and entire personality talking whenever you open your mouth. So let's move to the 18 strategies that I have for you. There are 5 parts in this video. The 5th part is actually very different from the first 4 parts. The first part is the foundation. I'm going to be talking about the mindset part. Next, we are going to come to crafting your message with clarity and connection, how to build connection. The next part is navigating the challenges. The 4th part is delivering the message with presence, the confidence and the power that you exude when you talk with somebody. Okay. 5th part is about the listening and the responding part, where the highlight of the video will be the other person, the person you're talking with. Okay. Have some patience. We are about to change our lives. So I need some time. I need you to sit down and settle down and listen to me without distractions. Whatever you're doing, just pause it for a few minutes because I'm pouring my heart out to you. I want to change something about your life through this video. Give me your time and give me your attention. That's all I'm asking for. And by the way, I've got practice exercises for you right towards the end of the video, which are going to take care of anything else that may not have been taken care of. So this video is like a power-packed, complete package of improving your comm skills. So let's start with point number 1, which is recognizing the power to change. I want you to understand that many people know already that this is what I do. This is my profession now. So they often, like even in my gym, like gym is a place where I often go almost every day. So there are several people who walk up to me and ask me, ma'am, I do not like the way I show lack of confidence whenever I'm speaking with somebody. How can I change it? So the first thing, the very basic thing to start with is your mindset. First, understand the power of changing, that you're capable of change. If you develop this notion about yourself that I cannot change and I'm born with this and nothing about this is ever gonna change, you probably are actually proving yourself right. So there's this quote, common thing between two people who say they can or they can't is that both of them are right. I phrased it really wrong, really horribly, but this is what it means. So if you feel that you can't or you feel you can, either ways you're right. So instead of believing you can't, why don't you shift your mindset and start thinking that you can? I'll give you a very simple, subtle example. If you have a habit of interrupting people while they're talking, I think I used to have that problem earlier. I don't anymore. So if you have this issue, how about you start conversing with people with this thing, with this idea clear in your head that, okay, I recognize I interrupt too much and I'm not going to do this. So I'm going to practice. So make every conversation about changing this flaw in yourself, and that is to interrupt people. Okay, you can change. Why can't you? Everybody can. So deal with every conversation like you're entering the conversation with the intent of learning something. And I'm not teaching you anything that I've not done myself. I want you to know this, and I swear on my heart, I used to be a very shy person who could not speak one sentence with confidence back in my childhood days. I've been working on my communication skills for the longest. Really, it's been decades. So yes, as a child, I was really underconfident. That was more of a defining quality about me. If somebody had to tell something about me, the first thing they would say is a lack of confidence. Like my body posture used to be a talking issue in the class. People used to make fun of me. She's always hunching. I always had a hunch on my back. And that was probably a reflection of my lack of confidence. So that is something that I've worked very hard on, and it has changed beautifully. It has changed my life. Moving on to point number 2. Your words forge your reality. See, understand, your words are not just words. Okay? Whatever you talk about yourself, and this is something so important and so many people get it wrong. I've seen people talk about themselves as if they're talking about somebody they hate. Oh my God, I'm always so overwhelmed. I don't know, I'm always so nervous. Oh my God, I cannot speak 2 sentences with confidence. I'm always nervous. I'm always stressed. I'm always this. I'm always that. Stop phrasing these things about yourself. Please be more grateful about the body you have, the mind you have. If you continue to tell people this one thing all the time, I'm stressed, I am this, I am that, people will start taking you to be unreliable. Because I would trust somebody whose mind is in the right place and not somebody who's always criticizing themselves. So you get the idea, right? Your words are very important. Be very mindful of what you are saying about yourself to other people. Stop criticizing yourself in front of others. You can rather criticize yourself and as good feedback to yourself, not to others. Don't give others a chance to judge you like that. If you are criticizing yourself, and by the way, it will not be a lie to say that you are probably one person who loves yourself the most, and the person who loves you the most is not appreciative of you. That means you're not a person who can be appreciated. Aren't you supposed to be the most reliable source of information about yourself? If somebody had to know about Alina, who would it be the best to answer about Alina? Who should they go up to if they want to know more about me? They should walk up to me. They should ask me what I think about myself. What are my challenges? Where have I been in my life through? All that stuff. I can tell you the best. And if I am criticizing Alina all the time, you have a very good reason to not trust Alina. I won't mind that. Now, on the other hand, if you're somebody who talks about challenges and solutions, how something wrong happened at your workplace and how you handled it, and you were a master at handling a situation, if people see that, they know you for competence. They trust you more. They will come up to you the next time they are into something wrong or something bad. You get it? Moving on to point number 3. Point number 3 on the mindset part is communicating with purpose. Imagine yourself to be somebody's boss, and this person whom you are about to enter into a meeting with has been delaying their reports for a month now. Like 2-3 reports they had to submit and they did not. Now, if you're about to enter into a meeting to suggest some resolution, this should be your approach. First of all, you should have a problem-solving approach and not blaming approach. Think of a new timeline for this person, asking them if this timeline is okay for them. How your energy should be in that meeting. It should be calm, relaxed, problem-solving, not blaming, and it should be collaborative in nature. Ask yourself a question. Who am I supposed to look like in this meeting? Okay? And then answer to yourself. I'm supposed to look like somebody who's a team member and not somebody who's a blamer. When you have analyzed all these things, enter the meeting and remember all of these things so that you do not get sidetracked or you do not enter into rambling where you're just talking things which are not making sense. Okay? So this should be your approach. Now we move on to part number 2 of this video, which is crafting your message with clarity and establishing connection. Always adapt your message to your audience. If you're talking with somebody who's technical, who understands technical jargon, you could talk using more technical language, okay? Technical jargons. But if you're talking with somebody who's not very technically sound, use easier language. Use language where the communication can be complete. Imagine somebody who has a day job and is a part-time stand-up comedian, okay? So this person goes to office in the morning, and when he's talking with people over there, obviously he uses more sophisticated language, a little more formal way of talking. But when he's delivering his speech as a stand-up comedian on a stage, will he be using the same kind of language? Of course not. He'll have to tweak his words. He'll have to bring in some fun and entertainment and be more informal. So you have to change your style of speaking, looking at your audience. Next point is elevating your everyday conversations. What do I mean by this? It's very simple. So just ditch the autopilot, normal small talk. Okay. Hey, how are you? I am fine. How are you? Thank you very much for asking. Nah, not this. If you come across somebody in a pathway, in a hallway, somewhere in your office, instead of asking, hey, how are you? Not a good way to start a conversation with anybody, even if you're just saying hello to someone. Instead of saying that, just simply say, hey, what is it that you're looking forward to this weekend? Okay, let them have 10 seconds of thought before they can ask you. If you're going to ask, hey, how are you? Everybody answers just the same way. I'm fine, thank you. How about you? Why do we even ask this? It should be banned. It should be illegal to ask this question. Please stop asking this question. How are you? I am good, thank you. How about you? I am also very well. Okay, I'll see you later. Why bother? Just simply say hi and get lost. You get the idea, right? So do not do that. Ask something more meaningful. Establish a connection. Okay? Ask, hey, what are you looking forward to doing this weekend? Or, hey, anything exciting going on for you this week? The other person should feel that he or she is genuinely interested in me, genuinely interested in knowing something about me. How are you? How are you doing? No genuine connection can ever be established here.